Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. We have already started here. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game, promising one. Pirlo! Crossbar comes to the rescue. And another try! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kaká. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. And he's there to clear it.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costacurta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly. And the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, looks like there's the shot! And he's quick to get it clear again.
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Serginho. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Nedved. Shevchenko. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now it's Shevchenko. Not the most accurate pass. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Oh, great feat, that. Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Totti. So what can they make of this? He is through here. Totti going full steam down the flank. Leicester getting this one clear. Inter Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Totti. That's tidy. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Shevchenko. Now that's well seen too. Shevchenko is offering some sort of an apology there.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Bergomi. That's very neat. And here's Nedved. Lookman. It's Hullet. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Shevchenko. Van Basten. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now there's a fine ball. Turns and goes back. Great chance! Van Basten! Goal! Inter! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Inter Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Nakata. Now it's Hullet. Oh, well played. Kaka.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Deep into stoppage time. Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Nakata. And we've reached half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Well, you'd have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up. Inter Milan happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And we are back on the way. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Real chance! Yes, it's there! AC Milan are all square.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Milan grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with...
He's gone for goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's managed to get free. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Nakata.
We're in for an intriguing second half now. Contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Serginho. Plays a sharp little ball here. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He has found the way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Just about up to the hour now. Thuram. Well, what about it? From the cusp of victory to the cusp of desperation. And Serginho.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 10.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Numero 8.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, that's a key interception. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Maradona. Well seen, saw that coming. Del Piero is in a really good position out wide.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Nedved charging forward, the ball at his feet. Inter Milan will have one further, and the finish! And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Pirlo. Costa Curta. And he's forced to go back. Vieri.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 32.
We have got changes
Numero
here, from
27.
both sides in fact.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 18, il numero 7. Cambio di giocatore.
Ops to hits one! Goal! Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
And the shot! Really well taken goal. Two ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
He's got the shot away! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Milan blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Van Basten. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Costa Curta. Oh, can he get onto this? Nedved. Oh, good ball, shots on here.
Ci saranno 5 minuti di recupero.
Locatelli. Now it's Del Piero. He can run onto that. Pull it. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Bergomi. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And it's Nedved. And that is as far as it goes. Inter Milan, pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away... And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest. Great chance! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Looking for the runner. Nakata. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, there's the impressive figure of Christian Vieri. What a left foot he has.
And quite a frame.
Yeah, possibly one of the last of the old-fashioned strikers. Big, powerful and direct. And a very tough opponent in the air. One of Italy's finest ever, I would say.
Mateus. Davids. Oh, that's a key interception. That pass has been well intercepted. Maldini. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And it's Maldini.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Keeper has taken decisive action. Mateus! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, it was a really good thing he was on standby.
What a throw in. Inter Milan still without a single shot on target. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Great ball if he can get there. Van Basten. Can he finish? Goal! Inter!
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
Inter Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
I think for them to get their noses in front away from home is brilliant, but these home fans will demand a response.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Just eases him off the ball. Platini. Thuram. And here's Vieri.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Inter Milan do have a chance to counter here. Nesta clears it away. Ah, good steal, he just read it. And that could set him on his way. He has found the way through. Oh, nice touch. Van Basten. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Nakata. Mateus. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Davids wins the duel this time, and they can counter here. Zanetti. And he's there to clear it. Taken back almost at once. Oh, what a ball he's in here!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Tries a shot! Oh, got to be quick to recover this. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Costa Curta clears. Ball is over the line. No, that's been intercepted.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Inzaghi. Pull it. Short changes him with that pass. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Shevchenko. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Shevchenko. Çalhanoğlu. Oh, that's well spotted. Nakata. Costa Curta. Bullet. Passing is crisp and sharp. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Inter Milan lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far, a stable start to the game, and they are in a goodish place. First half is behind us, and the score is currently 1-0. So off we go once more.
Inter definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Nakata. Oh, that's fabulous. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Çalhanoğlu. And they've got rid. Lookman. Lookman goes on a run down the left wing. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Leicester cuts it out. Davids now looking to orchestrate a counter. Antonetti. Davids. Vieri. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Still just a single goal between the sides. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Maldini clears it away. And Mateus.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Lookman!
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Oh no! Big chance! No mistake! Two to the good! They have breathing space! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 6. Numero 18.
So, time for changes
Numero
on
22.
both sides, actually.
Lasciano il campo per
So that's
il
two
numero
now
9,
without reply.
il numero 21.
Well, now's the time you can
Numero
afford to
15.
be more daring,
Cambio di
Peter. It
giocatori.
may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Inter Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing.
It's Inzaghi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Zanetti attempts a clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. That is a brilliant interception. And that was very necessary.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Inter Milan have it back and can go again. And he skips past his man.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Del Piero. Del Piero going face-to-face with his great rival. Thuram getting this one clear.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Batistuta could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Oh, great! Rui Costa! Now, who's going to be... Oh, he's been caught on it here! And that's aimed into the middle. Shot a goal! Tries to get it clear. Batistuta! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Can he spark a counter here? He could be in here. Vieri, and the flag has stayed down. Nice interception, well timed. Davids. It's Basho!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Inter Milan have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Showing great feet there. Del Piero. And it's played forward. And it's Zanetti. Roberto Baggio opts to play it back. Davids hits one! In he goes again! It's in! With so little time left! Grandstand finish! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Inter Milan give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. No way through. And that's it. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. It really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. As you can see, we've already started here. Played out to the right. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Messi. Chance to finish. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Messi is offering a right smile there.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I think it'll be interesting, Peter, to see what challenge the opposition now bring to Araujo. I really rate him because he can cope with pace, he can cope with dribbling wingers, and he's a very valuable asset. And he's become a real focus in that defence.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Now, what about a counter-attack? Gerrard bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Griezmann. That's really well cleared. First quarter of an hour gone. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe. Nicely aimed pass. There's the hit! And we have our very first corner. Chance with a header! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Still goalless. And it's Thuram. And here's Messi. And he's making progress on the ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Thuram. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And here's Van Basten. Maldini getting this one clear. Gerrard. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Gerrard cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Half an hour played now. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Messi, very much a man of this moment. It's a good run down the right. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. And here's Messi. Gerrard.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Rijkaard can get it clear. Maldini. Hernes. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And here's Mbappe. Has a shot! And it's Ronaldinho. It's Ronaldinho! He's done very well to get to that.
Ronaldinho really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Mbappe. And here's Roberto Carlos. That has been knocked clear. Gerrard. He is just caressing the ball. Well, we've seen that early. And we've reached half-time. And it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
I'd like to draw your attention to the screen right now for information on our shuttle bus service.
So off we go once more.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
And he's managed to get rid. And he's only too happy to take that back. Maldini. Maldini is there to clear. Gerrard. Now it's Mbappe. Roberto Carlos. Nicked it back promptly. Gullit. Griezmann. And it's Nakata. Aimed beyond the defence. Makalele.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Gullit. Gullit! Now, who's going to be first to this? So, third corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence.
This match was 28,599.
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Francesco Totti. Number Number 20.
Well, that's a little
Del Piero.
loose.
Substitution in progress.
Araujo gets rid without sophistication. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Thuram. Araujo. Roberto Carlos. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Maldini. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's onside. It's a mighty effort. Sticks it away. What a great header. Got plenty on that.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Substitution on the field. Number 8.
Both sides then taking this chance to
Number
turn to their
17,
benches.
Mbappe.
So we have the first goal.
Coming on the field.
Look, you can't deny that it's a
Number
blow, but this
23.
game is far from unsalvageable.
Number 15.
Defending of the desperate
Substitution
variety.
taking place.
And it's Nakata. Griezmann. Oh, sweet feet. Expertly cut out, really not. Big chance! Lovely idea, just didn't get it right.
Well, you can't fault him for his confidence, nor his willingness to have a go at that.
Roberto Carlos. That's very neat.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Griezmann.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Roberto Carlos. Coming on to replace him is number 27. Substitution.
And it's hoisted clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Zakaria. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Shevchenko. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Tempers are flaring. The referee really needs to get a grip again. So who's he going to be aiming for here? So what can they come up with here? Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, that is a nice touch. And it's pulled back.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Just 5 minutes left. Serginho. Totti.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And it's Totti. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
3 minutes at a time.
Totti. Del Piero with the clearance. Can he spark a counter here? Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. He's picked his way through. In by Del Piero. And that's it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Khan picking up the Man of the Match award.